my list for 2023. Paris, we went to Paris in, what was it, August? We went to Greece and Paris. So we've been traveling because Trevorian allows us to do all of that. Someone said, Minister Rowe, can you see that? Somebody help me out with those names in the chat that they're calling out. If someone would help me out there, please. They were popping up so fast for me.
Egypt, Africa, Paris.
Egypt, Africa. Well, you know, Trevorian can take you to Africa. We had several trips to Africa this year. We are excited about that. And sometimes on some of our Zooms, we have some of our African friends here that's joining us. So, yep, you're in the right place to think about all of that. And there's my friend Marcy. Hi. See, I know she wants to go to Paris. We were talking about that while we were on in Dubai, going next year to both with Trevorian. Yes. And then our CEO just mentioned that they will be releasing the 2023, some of them sometimes this month. So I'm telling you, we need to get in the right position, in the right place at the right time. And to all of our guests, welcome again to our Traveling Thursday Night Zoom. Let me say tonight, as we get started, all we ask you to do is to be able to have an open mind. Please try to stay to the very end. And then if you have any questions, you're welcome to put them in the chat, or you can open up your mic and we're here to answer, to get your questions answered. Tonight I have Mr. TJ Boss, our team presenter, Miss Regina Johnson. She had an emergency, and so he stepped in a nick of time. I'm so glad that we are team partners. So thank you so much, TJ, for filling in. And so we really appreciate that. And so he is going to be our presenter tonight. He is the host, and he and Renita of Squad Up. So we all try to work together, part of the whole teams working together. So he just stepped in literally since I put this Zoom up, because she had an emergency when she came on and had to get off. So TJ, thank you. And without any further ado, Mr. TJ is a 2-star director here in Trevorian, and he loves traveling. I don't know who travels the most, he or myself, but he has been, I don't know how many trips this year. I was counting mine. I think I'm on 10. I don't know. My husband said, I started naming stuff yesterday. He said, wow, I didn't know we've gone so much this year. But TJ, I know you've outdone me, but you know, it's 3 more months in this year, and I can catch up with you too.
I think you about beat me. I've done 10 I have an international vacation I've taken every month this year, besides last month and December. So I have a Puerto Rico this month and Hawaii next month. So I'm adding to my list of places I've been on. I actually feel deprived, you know what I'm saying? What's 1 month? I'm not going nowhere, right?
Wow.
You know, you travel a lot if you feel deprived, if you ain't went nowhere in 1 month, right?
Wow. Well, Trevorian allows that to our guests tonight. You're in the right place that allows you to travel more, and you're able to travel for less. And so without any further ado, TJ, let's take them there, wherever they want to go. We're here to help you tonight. TJ.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you for choosing me to give your presentation tonight, to step in for my friend and sis, Regina. So welcome tonight, you guys. Y'all heard Coach Phillips already give you guys, you know, a real quick background of myself. I'm a 2-star director, but also give you a real quick background of this amazing travel club, all right? And the name of it is called Trevorian. A better life requires a better way, all right? So I'm gonna talk to you real quick about this amazing company, but because I'm gonna, at the end, right, which is a totally optional portion, I'm gonna talk about money. I wanna give you this legal disclaimer just to let you know, hey, I'm not a financial advisor, right? It is totally going to be on you if you decide, you know what I'm saying, that it is for you when it comes to making the money piece, all right? When it comes to, hey, I want to make a little money on the side, all right? But it's definitely beneficial and possible. I'm just not making no guarantees, all right? It's going to be totally on you, all right, and your team. So, but I do want to talk about our amazing company. Let's start with our amazing CEO and founder of this company, Mr. David and his wife, Adela Hart. They are world-class entrepreneurs. Mr. David Hart has a combined 30 years of experience in both traditional business and the direct sales industry. All right, he was Entrepreneur of the Year finalist at the age of 24. Very passionate guy. When you know he's passionate and caring, if he decides to create a company that is going to not only add value to people's lives, but also create memories, right? Help create more memories that outlast people, right? So where their generation after generation can have that, as well as income. So he's very passionate, caring, and committed, and I absolutely love that guy, man. Met him a few times already since I've been a member. This company has been established since 2013. So we just embarked on our 10-year anniversary, you guys. This year we're on 10 years working on our 10-year being around. So it's definitely not a fly-by-night company. It's here for the long haul, because guess what, travel is here for the long haul. You know, they're building hotels and new destinations all the time, all over the world. So what does that mean? We're in the correct industry right here with this amazing company. 400% annual growth since 2019. BC. I always like to say that because it's before COVID, right? We're a global opportunity in 63 countries, y'all. So it's just not right here in the US. It is all over the globe. You guys, we have countries in Africa. We have countries in the South America. We have countries in Europe. We have countries all over the world that is open right now doing this Trevorium company, right? Traveling and having an amazing time. We have millions paid in commissions. If that is something you want to do, like I said, I'm going to talk about that as an optional piece later. And then there's our corporate office right there in Temecula, California. We also have another corporate office in Madrid, Spain. Now, with us, you get to participate in two of the largest industries over here in Trevorium. Two of the largest industries in the world. Travel being one, right? You can fight me on it if you don't believe that it is. But travel is the largest industry out there. And then social sharing and direct sales industry. That is the next largest industry out there. Because guess what? A lot of people sell things by word of mouth. That's why they ask you to be a brand ambassador. Or that's why they ask you to do this, because they know you're an influencer. So they pay you to be that person to influence people to buy their products, right? So travel, I'm going to show you how to save money on vacations, getaways, and dreamcations. And with social sharing and direct sales, I'm going to show you how to make residual and passive income, all right? And I'm going to speak on that briefly tonight. Now, I really want to dive into the travel industry, talk about our amazing travel club and what comes with it. I want to get you from that thinking of the old way of thinking with the Expedias, the Pricelines, the travel agents, right? I know we got a few of them on this call right now. They know I always like to mess with them, but that's the old way of travel. You guys, yes, they're still around, but that is the old way of travel. Just like you've had AOL around, right? But guess what? The World Wide Web came out, www, right? And even now, you got new and improved Internet Explorers going out the window. You got Chrome now, right? It's going to always be something better. So we are that better. We are that something better right here. Trevorium is that. So let's talk about the travel industry. We know it's the largest in the world with revenues over $8.2 trillion in 2017 BC, before COVID. It has only doubled, if not tripled, since the world has opened back up last year in 2021, right? When everybody got back outside and said they're going to get their revenge travel in. Now, with Trevorium, the new wave of travel, you're going to be able to save up to 70% on travel, earn travel points free, and get paid to travel. How cool is that? I was locked in at the get paid. I also was locked in at to get some free. You know what I'm saying? When you see FREE, right? You definitely excited, and it definitely made me excited. Now, with the membership, you're going to get this amazing booking engine. You see this right here? Just like you would have Expedia and Priceline, but this one becomes your own. Your membership offers you your own platform to book your own activities, cruises, dining, entertainment, rental cars, resorts, shows, hotels, and so much more. But guess what? You're getting a no markup net rates benefit for being a member, right? I'm gonna put it in more perspective. Let's say you're a Sam's Club member, right? You go to Sam's Club so you can buy in bulk. You can buy more for your money, right? You get bulk of things for far less than what you would pay for 2 or 3 of them going to a gas station or to a Walmart, right? That's what David Hart said, I'm going to get that same idea, but apply it to the most sexiest product out there, which is travel. So now you have your own booking engine to be able to do that, which rates beaten far exceeding those of Expedia and Priceline. Let me give you a few examples. Here's Expedia right here. I'm going to go and book this Hotel Indigo because I've stayed there before, you guys. These are actual hotels, all right, and actual bookings, all right. So standard room on Expedia for $148 for 2 nights. So it's $148 per night for 2 nights plus tax. Your total is $353. $353 for all my ballers out there. Y'all probably like, that ain't nothing. I got that. I probably used to be like that. But guess what? I found a better way over here with Trevorium because I can go and book that exact same hotel. You see it, Hotel Indigo, right there in College Park, you guys, $218.30 for the same room, same amount of nights. That's $135 in savings. That $135 in savings exceeds how much it costs just to get started with one of our membership packages. How cool is that? It just makes sense, right? Then here's another one right here, just to give you another example. Here's a king bedroom right here at the DoubleTree in Phoenix, $206 per night for 2 nights plus tax. Your total is $471. Got it highlighted for you, just so you can see it, all right? Guess what? Having your own booking engine, you can get that exact same hotel, exact same nights, exact same room for $268.74, saving you $203. Is that cool or cool? It just made sense to me because now I'm going to these hotels and other people are paying way more, hundreds and hundreds of dollars more than what I'm paying. I feel sorry for them, but at the same time, I'm talking to them and saying, hey, this is what I pay. You might want to hop on this and get you a membership so you can start saving as well, right? Because guess what? When you're saving, you get to do a whole lot more with your money, right? It's good to get a bang for your buck. You're going to go there anyway. Here's the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, one of my favorite places in the world. Everybody know I love Las Vegas. West Wing King Room in the MGM Grand for 3 nights is $192 per night. Plus tax, your total is $652. You can't beat that, right? You probably like, man, for Las Vegas at the MGM, man, that's a steal. I can show you an even bigger steal by booking it on your own booking engine in Trevorium, being a member. $386 is what you pay for those same 3 nights in a West Wing King room. King bed, how cool is that? Saving you $266. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. So here is another thing that comes with this amazing membership, right? You get travel points, all right? You have access to a Dreamcation platform. Based on the membership level you choose, you will now be able to accumulate travel points, you guys. That's one of the big things that I love about this company. Now, I can go and book and save on my own booking engine, but boom, you're giving me travel points in a whole nother platform that now I get to go and enjoy the money that I'm paying into this membership for. It just makes sense. So your membership creates travel points for every dollar you spend. The initial enrollment earns you 1 travel point for every dollar. Your monthly fee earns you 2 travel points on every dollar. So you're not losing a dime. They're giving you all your money back just in the form of travel points. But you get to now apply these travel points on getaways and world tours within that Dreamcation platform. How cool is that? So you got 2 additional ways to travel, right? Booking and saving on your booking engine, and now over here in your Dreamcation platform. Our getaways are over 2,000 resorts around the world. These are personal trips with up to 8 days, 7 nights, with rates starting as low as $0 per night. And then you have the world tours. These are the group travel with like-minded people, the packages that the company put together for you, where you get to save up to 70% off the retail rate. These are curated experiences that include fun and special perks. It just makes sense. Let me give you a few examples. Here's a getaway right here, Cabo San Lucas, one of my favorite places. I don't know if you've ever been. It's another one of my favorite places, right? Been to Cabo a few times for my birthday and just regular vacation. Is amazing out there, you guys. It's really California and Mexico, right? But Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, 7 nights, 8 days. Retail price on Trevorium is already the best there is. $4.99. $4.99 for an entire week. Let's go. But guess what? Those points that I was telling you about earlier, just let's say you decide to accumulate them and not spend them right away. You going to utilize 998 of those points, those travel points, and apply them to this getaway. Your final cost is $0 plus tax. That is not a typo. So if you can go for an entire week for $0 plus tax, just by using what you're already paying into the membership anyway, because they're giving it back to you in points. Does that make sense? It just makes sense. Here's another example right here. Orlando, Florida, 1-bedroom suite, 8 days, 7 nights. Platinum members get to go for as low as $1 a night plus tax. That is $7 plus tax for your, I'm gonna say room and board, I'm gonna say room and board, but for your accommodations. Not your air flight, not your airline, not your flight, or however you want to put it, but your accommodations, where you sleep, where you lay your head, staying at an amazing hotel or resort for $7 plus tax as a platinum member. It made sense because, of course, I jumped on as a platinum member. But guess what? We got another level. We got titanium. It's a step below platinum, but still, you can't beat the price. $18.43 a night plus tax after you apply your points. How cool is that? Now, if you're going to stay somewhere for $7 plus tax and that's your accommodation, guess where all the rest of your money can go to? Spend it in inside Disney World or one of Universal Studios or those things and such. But you see some of our team members. There's Miss Regina, who usually do the presentation tonight, and her family, they went down there, had an amazing time. You see nothing but smiles. Kids making memories that's going to outlast their clothes that they bought last year, right? So here's another getaway, Canary Island, Spain, studio room, 8 days, 7 nights. As a platinum member, you can go for as low as $0 a night. You see it. That is not a typo. $0 a night plus tax. All you paying is the taxes. You see how beautiful that place is? I got that on my life list. I am definitely going back to Spain. And then as a titanium member, you just pay a little bit more because it's a step below platinum. $14.14 a night. You still can't beat that. Let me know what hotel you can go and stay at in your hometown for $14.14 a night. I will wait. It definitely won't be a 5-diamond, 5-star, 4-star hotel or resort. So I will wait on that. All right. Put it in the chat if you do. All right. So over 100 world tours. Now I'm going to show you some of our world tours. This is just why I get so excited about this thing. Look at all those destinations. And half of us has been to half of them on that list this year. But we have so many, over 100 destinations that was on the books this year with world tours. Here's one right here, New York, 4-star hotel, breakfast included during New York Fashion Week, y'all. If you don't know what New York Fashion Week is, I'm telling you, Google it. But that's where all the celebrities go out and they get to wear all the designer clothes and go out there and strut their stuff, put it on social media to get other people to buy them. But that's when they just out there having an amazing time in New York. New York is booming during New York Fashion Week. 4 nights, 5 days, as low as $539 for 2 people. So you can go and experience New York Fashion Week for as low as $300 per person. Well, less than $300 per person. How cool is that? It just makes sense to me. Here's another famous destination right here, Miami, Florida, where everybody like to go to when they don't have a passport. 4-star hotel, waterfront property. Now, you know, if you go to Miami, you try to stay on the beach, your hotel is going to hit you across the head for an arm and a leg, all right? But for 4 nights, 5 days, you can go with Trevorium for as low as $399 for 2 people after you apply your points. How cool is that? That's less than $200 per person. And my favorite one right here, Dubai, been there twice. Should have been my 3rd this year, but I missed out because it's sold out. So my good friends went there in April when they had it for $1 for 2 people after they applied their points. So if you could go to Dubai for $1, now you know why it sold out real quick, right? Because the members had the points and they went and applied those points and went on this amazing vacation for $1. So they went and stayed at a 5-star resort, waterfront property in one of the richest countries in the world, included breakfast daily. So that's 1 meal that's taken care of. The dates is all over this place because you had April, you had September, you had plenty of dates to choose from, but April was the only one with the $1 incentive trip there. Well, not incentive trip, but $1 trip. But they jumped on it right away. So they went to Dubai, had an amazing time, you guys. If you can do that, would you? That's all I'm asking. If you can do that, would you? Would you make that decision and say, yes, Just tell me about the membership so I can make my decision on which membership I want. Because you know what? It was a no-brainer for me. I just said, hey, I know I like the best of the best. So which one is I'm going to get? It was platinum. But you got choices. You got the silver, titanium, and platinum. I don't really too much talk about the silver because, hey, if you get the silver membership, you're only going to get our amazing booking engine, right, that I told you about earlier. No travel points, all right, but just that amazing booking engine, which come with a lot of perks outside of what I showed you, all right? But that's $50 one time, $50 once a month, no points. Then you have the titanium membership, all right? That's the most popular. A lot of people choose that one because it's only $130, $129.95 to be exact, but $130 to get started because I round up. You're going to receive 130 travel points right away. How cool is that? And then it's $69.95 every month thereafter. So every month. So you decide to say yes and get the titanium tonight, which is the 6th of October. You won't pay that $70 until the 6th of November. They're going to turn that $70 into 140 points. So within your first 30 days, you've accumulated 270 points. That's the 130 plus the 140. And then every month thereafter, you'll receive 140 points. As they accumulate, when you decide to take a vacation in the world tours or the getaways, you apply those points in there and buy them down to those prices that I showed you earlier. Now, the best of the best is the platinum. I'm that best of the best guy. If you don't hear it in my voice, I don't know why, but I am the best of the best guy. I like the best for myself. I actually make sure I can afford to get the best of the best for myself, you guys. So platinum membership is $250 one time, just to get you started. $125 a month because this is a subscription. No contract, it's a subscription. So when you pay your $250, they're going to turn that into 250 points. Boom, right away. If you want to book a world tour getaway right away, you can. Every month thereafter, when you pay the $125, they're going to drop 250 more points in there. So within your first 30 days, you have 500 points. You're accumulating points faster. That's why you're able to buy down your trips to the lowest rate. How cool is that? That $1, that zero. It just makes sense, right? So you choose whichever membership works for you. That's all we're here to show you. That is our product. We can't pour and go to Miami or New York or any of the beaches of the world and pour sand on your arm and say you need to go here, right? You have to just make the decision and get it and go and check it out for yourself. This amazing membership is just out of this world. Same way you did when you decided to go shop at Sam's Club. Go ahead, come shop with us, right? Get your membership and go out there and start shopping some of the amazing places around the world, right? It just makes sense. Start adding value to your life, right? So I'm gonna put in a little bit more perspective. If you don't understand that, maybe you understand the travel agent piece. Why I said we outdo Expedia, Priceline, and even travel agents. Let's say you decide to get a platinum membership. Guess what you have to do? Pay $250 to get started, $125 a month. For a whole year, your total you're going to pay for a platinum membership for 1 year is $1,625. Now let's go and compare that to going with a travel agent. You go and say, hey, travel agent, Ro, that's my sister because she is a travel agent. You're going to get with that travel agent and say, hey, Ro, I want you to book me a trip. Could you book me a trip, whatever? First of all, she's going to charge you for her time just to go and look it up for you, right? So you're going to go in there, you're going to look for that trip, and she's going to say, all right, I got your trip to Jamaica or the Caribbean, anywhere you wanted to go, right? Dominican Republic. She's going to say, I got you a trip. Yes, it includes the flight, but your total is almost $4,000, $3,500 to $4,000 for one trip, because it's anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 per person. That's for one trip. Guess what you got to do once you decide to book that trip for you? You got to give her a deposit. Am I right or am I right? You give her that deposit. The deposit is going to be anywhere from $250 to $500 per person. So now you're giving a deposit of anywhere from $500 to $1,000 just to hold the booking, right? And then what you're going to do, because you got to pay it off, you're going to make monthly payments or you're going to make them as you go, right? Either way, $4,000, $1,625. It made sense to me. Hence, I'm a platinum member having the most amazing time. There's us right there in Jamaica last year. in 2021. Had an amazing time. A whole bunch of us. Some of us never met each other. Most of my friends that I went there to celebrate my birthday, and a lot of other team members went to celebrate their birthdays. But we had an amazing time, you guys, because we made that decision to say, hey, I want to see the world, and I want to see it at the best rate there is. And it's the only way you can do it is over here with us, you guys. So if you had all the time and money in the world, what would you do? I am about to switch gears real quick. I'm gonna talk about this just for a brief moment, because we're gonna let you get back with your person that referred you or invited you tonight, and they'll be able to explain this a little bit more if you want to make a little extra income on the side. So 2 ways to create more time and money. It's 2 ways, you guys. You either time broke or your money broke, right? Or you're both. But I'm gonna show you 2 ways to create more time and money. You got the left side of the quadrant, and then you got the right side of the quadrant, all right? The right side of the quadrant is the 2 ways to create more time and money. The left side, you're taking either way your time or you're taking away your money. Because guess what? On the left side of the quadrant, where 95% of the working class people are, and only 5% of the money, you have the employee and the self-employed. You either have a job where you gotta clock in, right? Or you gotta clock in, you gotta exchange time for money, right? If you don't exchange that time, you don't make no money, right? And then you self-employed, all my LLC owners and business entrepreneurs out there that got your stuff together and got it right, right? You still got to go out there and create the product that's needed for your clients. If you don't create the products and spend that time creating it, you don't get paid, because who pays you for nothing, right? So I'm not telling you to quit your job or your business. I'm telling you to use that money you're making or have already made over there to finance your future, right? Over here to the right side, finance your freedom, my bad. So you have your business owner and your investor. On this side of the quadrant, where you create more time and money, you have only 5% of the working class people that got it and just knew that this was it. 5% of the people is over there, and 95% of the money. Less people, more money. All right. On this side of the quadrant, you have the business owners, where you own a system, and the investors, where you own investments. Nowhere on that side of the quadrant do you have a clock. You either working with people to make money, right? Working with a group of people, you're building together and you're making money, or your money is making money for you. It just made sense to me, you guys. So you can join the partnership with us for as little as $49.95, and then at that point you will have a home-based business on your hand. How cool is that? For $50 to start a business, if you're not a business owner, it just makes sense. $50. I am an entrepreneur. I have an LLC. It costs almost 10 times that for me to start my LLC and for my business expenses every month. So you telling me $49.95 to start it and $49.95 once a year for them to maintain it? Oh, I'm with it. Let's go. At that point, you would now be able to take charge of our compensation plan. You will be able to share this thing and also get your membership fees paid for by the company, and you receive free travel points. How cool is that? So the number one thing shared on social media is travel, you guys. If you don't believe me, log into your social media. I'm sure you're seeing somebody on vacation right now taking pictures. Because that's what you do when you go on vacation. You post pictures all day, all night, just to make people that is at work jealous. So if you share this thing with 3 people and you will earn travel points free. So all it is a huge referral-based program. What you're already doing anyway. You refer people to apps, you refer people to TV shows on Hulu and Netflix. You tell them all those things. So use that same thing to now start putting money in your pocket. It just makes sense, right? Because you're now going to earn travel points. You won't have to pay that monthly fee anymore because the company's going to pay it for you. Is that making sense to you, or is it making sense to you? Now, we shared this concept with a few people, and we're now open in 63 countries. It just shows you how it shared and grew, just like Facebook did. We just took that same concept and did it to where now we can apply it so you can make a little extra income on the side. Now, earn more than what you're spending just by sharing this with 3 people and getting you a membership. So let's say you decide to get a titanium membership, and you going to share this with 3 friends, and they get a titanium membership just like you. The company is now going to start paying you $2.26 a day. Do the math. 226 times 31 is way more than $70. That's what the company is going to pay you into your e-wallet On that 31st day, they're going to take that out of your e-wallet, pay for your membership, boom, and pop those 140 points into your account to be used towards a world tour. How cool, or getaway. How cool is that? If you decide to be a platinum like myself and you're going to share this with 3 platinum members like I did right away, boom, company's now going to start paying you $4.10 a day. Because guess what? Platinum costs a little bit more. With $4.10 a day, you do that times 31. That is $125 now in your e-wallet. The company is going to take that, pay for your membership, and pop in those 250 points. Does that make sense? If it don't, we're gonna answer your question later. And at that point, as your team grows, because guess what? Your friends gonna want to show friends, that's gonna want to show friends. And guess what? You're gonna be able to grow 2 Facebook profiles, but they pretty much 2 teams. All right. I'm just saying, if you look at your Facebook profiles and you split it down in half, if you got 1,000 friends on your Facebook profile and you split it down in half, you have 500 people that you can put on your left Facebook profile and your right. Or over here, your left team and your right team. If they all decide to share and share and share and share, you guys, you can make substantial income with this company. You see it right there. You saw I'm a 2-star director making $1,500 to $2,500 a month. Got that amazing 2-star ring. You got Coach Phil is on the phone. Dr. Phil making $70 a month, well on her way to hitting 4-star, you guys. Because guess what? All it is you sharing with a friend that share with a friend. And then they do the same thing. Guess what? They can surpass you. They can surpass you. You can enroll somebody tonight as a friend, and just because they know more people than you, they're on your team, but they're on both of their teams, and it hit them to the point of making some residual income. I'm talking about money while you sleep. As you can see, this is our comp plan, goes all the way to executive chairman, haven't even been touched yet. That's $96,000 a month. If you're ready to learn how you can get to these numbers, all right, and I'm talking about actually learn and actually apply yourself, you are in the right place at the right time. But you don't have to, because we really just want you to be able to travel and start enjoying this world for less, right? Enjoying more for less. All right, get out of that old way of thinking when it comes to travel. We got it right here to where you can go to some of those destinations you never thought you can go to right here with Trevorium. All right, so with that being said, we travel different over here. I really appreciate you for your time. I am going to pass this back over to Dr. Phil. I know she like to ask the question. You got an A, B, and C person, and she like to also just get any questions that you may have answered. So at that time, this is that time to make it happen. So I'm passing it back over to you, Dr. Phil. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on and do this presentation for you. I hope I did it to your standard, and I hope you guys really are ready to get started. That being said, thank you again.
Thank you so much, TJ. An amazing job, as you always do. We appreciate that. And, you know, if I wasn't already signed up, I would be ready to sign up once again, because looking at those 100 destinations or more, I saw a couple of places I hadn't gotten to yet. So I'm gonna get that fulfilled. But to all of our guests tonight, I'm hoping that that each of you saw something or heard something that that ignited you, and maybe you have questions. Thank you. Maybe you have questions that need to be answered. If you would please open up your mic, you feel free to ask those questions, or you may feel free to put your questions in the chat. We would appreciate it. All of our guests, anyone have any questions, please feel free to ask them. We have a group of a whole team of resources sitting on this Zoom tonight, and we can get them answered. Any questions? I don't know who all the guests are tonight. Mike, the co-host, is helping out. Any question from any of our guests tonight?
I would like to ask a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm wondering, the points and stuff and our discounts, I totally got that part. I'm wondering, what other supports are there for your members that sign on? Like, do you assist them with platforms of other, current people that are on your platform to network with? Like, what kind of things do you guys do to support the members to make money? Because I mean, I like to travel too, but I do that. So I'm wondering, how do you make the money?
Okay, so are you speaking of the compensation plan that TJ spoke of? I know he just went basically into that. Are you speaking of that on how we make money from the company itself?
Well, I understand how to make the money from the company. I guess my big question is, what are the supports that you guys
Support,
provide
training,
for
like training and
getting
stuff like
started?
that.
Yeah, well, yeah, training, and then do you guys have like a Facebook group or Instagram group of current members that we could collab with, like supports? What do we do to get started? Because like this would be totally brand new for me.
Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna say something about that, then I'll call someone else up. Of course, we have each one of the groups is they have their teams. We have support groups, we have training, we have videos, there's collaboration. So if you're interested in coming in, you would definitely not be by yourself. That's one thing, because teamwork makes the dream work. And so we're here as a team to help not only the new people, but we still help one another out. Does one of our other partners want to say, Ro, you want to say something else about that?
Okay, and also, as Dr. Phil was stating, for his training, from the moment you start, you'll link up with that person that referred you, and then they'll go on. If they're new, because sometimes we'll get new partners and they'll just start telling people about it, and so they're still brand new. So you'll hook up with somebody that's seasoned in the group, and weekly we have on Mondays the CEO speaker to us every Monday for training. We have Saturday training, then we have back office training. My brother and Regina, they do that. Some of the other teams as well. So whatever team you on, you will have that support. It's not like you'll be out here by yourself. That's one way people can fail, if they overwhelmed or feel that they don't have that support when they start something. And like with you said, it's something new for you. So you would definitely partner up. They'll partner you up with somebody, and it'll be like the whole team. You're like, oh, I get that type of team.
Yeah.
And then they have messenger group, Facebook groups. Some have Instagram. It's all type of groups that it just depends on whatever team that you're coming on, what they have. So, because each group, some teams have Facebook group, they team group, some have messengers. So it just depends on that team, but you will have all the support. And then we cross teams and go get support, just like Dr. Phil and them had an emergency tonight. So she called my brother, which we're on a different team, which we're all under the same umbrella, to come and do it. And so it was nothing but a call to say, hey, I need your help. And he jumped right on. So you will always have that support.
Thank you so much for that. Did that answer your question, Dania?
Yeah, this is Letitia, and I'm with Dania, and yes, it answered our questions. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Miss Marcy, she is there as my guest tonight, and I'm so glad to see you. One of the things that I met her in Dubai, and I think your whole, how many members of your family was there with you? There was a group of you guys there in Dubai.
There was 11 of us there.
I'm sorry. It was 11?
Yes, there was 11 of us.
11 of you all together. And so we have is Jennifer on tonight? Jennifer, are you available? She may not, but it's
Jennifer is not on, but I'm her niece, and I went to Dubai with her.
Okay. I was going to have her to give her testimony on how that family, I think it's what, 23 or 25 of you all together now. And you want to say something about that? I know
I know that she, she told us about it a while ago, and I was like, this is just too good to be true. And then she gave us an opportunity to go to Dubai, and I hopped on, and I was like, this is amazing. I couldn't believe it was $89 for the week. And that was it. And that's all I needed to hear. And from there, I've just been traveling. My sister is Alicia Davis, and she's been rocking and rolling. I mean, it's a whole family affair. My aunts, my mom, almost all of our cousins. And we used to have family reunions in Mississippi or Tennessee, but now we go to Punta Cana. We're putting stamps on our passport and even as young as 5 years old, which is
Yes.
pretty awesome, creating those memories out of the US.
That is so awesome. I love to hear y'all's testimony. Their team is called Family Affair. And I wanted to mention that because I think she said the other day it was 25 of them. And they went on 27 family members on their team. And they
Okay.
had gone to, I think one of the trips Alicia took in was it Cancun or wherever, she paid about $2,500, and 23 of them went on that same trip and paid less than $3,000 for all 23 of them. So
Oh,
Yeah,
my.
Punta Cana, we paid
it was
$3,000
okay.
for a travel agent each, and then just this July it was $180.
With
So
Trevorian.
big
So
difference.
this is amazing. So I wanted to make mention of that, Marcy, because I saw you all together in a group.
That's
uh,
correct.
as a family. So they have their own sites, and each one of the prices that TJ mentioned tonight is for 2 people. So, and that's the blessed part. You divide that up, get 5 or 6 of them in the family, and you can roll with that.
I'm
Do you have any
definitely gonna,
questions?
I'm definitely gonna share this with them because I tried to get them to come on tonight, but it was just such short notice.
Mhm.
But we're gonna definitely look into it.
Okay, well, we have other presentations, not just on Thursday night, but really throughout the week. So if they're free any other night, just let me know, or we can do a special one for the family for you.
Okay, sounds great
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
excited and ready.
Yes, yes, yes. We're excited. You need to position yourselves because 2023, the trips, the tours will be coming out soon. And so as
Okay.
you heard TJ say that he missed that dollar trip for Dubai. And believe it or not, that dollar trip, Marcy, was the same hotel you and I stayed in. They paid $1
Oh,
to
okay.
stay there.
Okay.
$1. Yeah. And
$1.
so you know how beautiful that place was, for
Yes,
sure. So
most definitely.
so as soon as you get in and you fit in and take position, then especially with these trips coming up. Any other questions from any of our guests? Any other questions?
I don't
TJ,
see any in the chat.
okay, I wanted to, I don't know if he's gone or not. I just wanted to make sure that we understood about the airfare. TJ mentioned about the airfare. The airfare is not included, as he said, in that. But if your trip is $1, or like I just came from Dubai, it was $49 for Alice and I, for the 2 of us, which we paid. So of course that you could get you a plane ticket. Plus we have the platforms to help, and we help each other to get our airfares and all of that. So we just came from, what month I went to Paris and Greece. We went to both of them, and we went to both of them, and
August.
in August. Okay, so the airfare on the other sites were like 25 to 3,000 up. I think we got ours down on Plum Benefit back there for 1,100, but that was from Greece, and leaving Greece to go to Paris, and in Paris back home. 3 months, you couldn't even beat that. We saved, I know from my flight, I saved about $1,500 on that. Wasn't that about it, what we saved, Jane, on that? So that in itself was amazing to me. And it was in our back office.
Yes. I'm a witness because she gave me her credit card because her computer was acting up to pay for it.
That's right. That's right. It sure was. That's right. Anyone else? Any other questions to our amazing guests tonight?
I just want to say something about the airfare. I've been looking at airfare for a flight to Las Vegas. Right now, just on these other different sites, a flight from Houston to Las Vegas is the less I've seen is like 1,300 and some change. I went and looked in our back office. A round trip ticket in our back office was 50% off. So when you go to these other sites, and that's what we talk about, because we do have availability to even search for discounts in our back office and a couple of different places for airfare. And what we do is we talk to each other, and that's where this community is helping one another to get the best deals possible when we're traveling, because we're already getting the best deals on our hotel stays. So we talk to each other and work it out with our airfare as well. But right now, the way things are, our platform is beating not only the hotel rates, we're also right now kind of like beating the airfare rates as well, unless you are one of those that don't mind flying Frontier or Spirit. You are a little bougie and you want something a little better, then our platform is beating the other places right now. Yeah, so I just wanted to make that mention about the airfare.
Great, great, great. So at TJ, you mentioned the 4 different platforms. I'm sorry, I had a lot of background stuff going on, guests here and there, so I may have missed some of yours. But our incentive trip, did you mention something about the incentive? Because we have several platforms going here. I know he mentioned the world tours and our travel site. Did he make mention about our incentive trip? The company gives us an incentive trip.
No, I didn't go over that one. I didn't go over that one, Coach Phyllis. Yeah, but yeah, we also, that's another platform that we get. I kind of like to let that one be a surprise when guests, once you join, just to show you that you got other perks that we didn't discuss in the membership. Because hey, if you didn't get excited about the world tours and getaways, I don't know what else can get you, right? You know what I'm saying? Just talking to you on the presentation. But yes, that is an extra perk that you get for being a titanium or a platinum member. You get an incentive trip where you choose. I actually went on one this year, went to Thailand, and I went for a whole week, 8 days, 7 nights for $158 for 2 people, because all I paid was the taxes. So the company basically partnered with another company to give you that just for joining us and being a partner, and you get one every year. That's just how amazing it is. You get to choose one every year to choose from out of many destinations. I'm talking about Thailand,
Yes.
Bali, Fiji. I'm talking
Everywhere.
about places you never thought you can go to. They're in that incentive trip listing. All right. But and everybody I've known who's taken one has had an amazing time on those incentive trips as well. So basically 3 to 4 trips you can get for that $1,625 as a platinum member, you know what I'm saying, being a member for 1 year. How freaking cool is that? That's what I'm telling you. It was a no-brainer for me. So
Yeah.
it's definitely that's definitely one of the other perks.
Yep, that's another one. Our incentive, well, my husband chose Australia as his incentive. Australia was $112 for the both of us. I think Tara, she's not on tonight. They're going to Australia also next month, and she's taking her whole family, and hers was less than ours. I think it was $99 for her to Australia. They're giving them actually a villa to hold her family. So it's amazing. Sometimes it's unbelievable, but it's true on what this company does. So again, to all of our guests tonight, if you have any other questions, please get back with the person that invited you. They thought enough of you to get you here to hear all about Trevorium and what we do, how you can travel more and travel for less. Please get back with them. One thing about Trevorium, we can take you to the beach or we can take you to the bank, because the compensation plan is amazing too. And so the majority of us that are 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars, or directors, you kick right into the compensation plan. And actually, you never have to use your own credit card. That once they start paying you, actually the company is paying for your travel too. So we'll get more into the compensation plan and with full details with the person that invited you, and they can explain that, of course, if you're interested in building your business. All righty. Thank you again and again so much for coming in. And Marcy, don't forget, get back with me. I'll get with you once we get that family together, and we need you to go to Paris.
All right, will do, dear. And I sure appreciate you inviting me.
Yes, thank you so much. All
Thank you.
righty. All righty, all righty. There is a Zoom tomorrow night. Get back if you need to listen again. Get with them and they can give you the Zoom number. Each night is a different Zoom because a different team presents. And so please feel free. Maybe you have someone to say, look, I need to let them see this. And so if so, there is another one on tomorrow. All righty, thank you so much. Have a peaceful night. And tomorrow is Friday. May you have a favorable, fun Friday. And whatever you do, keep Trevorium in mind because we can take you there. God bless and bye-bye.